Why do narcissists want your emotions and good traits? Is that really a thing? So let's talk about it. Due to their profound lack of attachment, which was preceded by an early relational trauma, means that the emotional extremes of the narcissist's true self detaching from the outside world was a stark, profound, and terrifying moment in their lives. Over time, they developed a strategy to cope by idealizing and devaluing others, which is an infantile response. It is splitting. And other strategies such as projection and denial is for interpersonal dynamics. If rejected or insulted, hurt, perceives abandonment or engulfment, they will split the internal object, which represents the external object, you, into all bad, persecutory object. They will be rejected, devalued, and split off and insulted to regain grandiosity. And the only way of pulling this back is to hoover the object back in. And to do that, they have to idealize the external object, you. This is a pervasive, repeating dynamic, unconsciously motivated and compelled to repeat repetitiously. The underlying motivation is to fuse, to merge, to enmesh and engulf another, to feel whole, to replay what never occurred in a healthy manner. The narcissist was devalued and discarded and abandoned. They self sacrificed their inner child to a cult of one, the false self. But without a good object, he cannot escape his self imposed imprisonment in the dark void that is his soul. That takes another soul, another internalized vision of mum, forgiving and kind. This is the victim's goal. This is the victim's pattern of now behaviour, which needs to stay in line with the coercive snapshot. However, this also involves frustration from the narcissist to the kind mother. This is creating tension and chaos, letting their inner child's premature and primitive ego defences run free, letting them fly. And they're fused. They're fused to the false self. They're fused to the fictional, internalized vision of mother they needed to survive. The cold, harsh mother who's unrelenting in her critique of the lack of supply and safety. The false self enslaved to the shared fantasy, seeking supply, safety, sex, and services. It is not our emotional capacities and traits that they want. It is another object to merge and fuse with, to frustrate and devalue and discard, to individuate from. A false individuation, because it fails due to their infantile object relations failure, their internal world, their collection of persecutory, permanent voices, an unconscious perpetual cycle of recreating their trauma within others in an attempt to evade themselves. Peace out.